Man's behind bars while another's in the hospital after a shooting happened over the weekend on this road in Perry County. I'll have all the details coming up.
And our Investigate TV team finds out the FBI is breaking the law by failing to publish its own hate crime numbers for years.
Rain chances are slowly ending. The details now at 5:30.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. It was a scary situation in Perry County yesterday afternoon. A man was shot, taken to the hospital. His shooter unknown, but since then, a suspect has been arrested. WYMT's Connor James talked with troopers and breaks down what we know.
The reports came in around 3 o'clock Sunday.
An individual had been shot.
Police say two men were apparently fighting in a small community of Perry County down this road.
There had been some type of altercation between a couple of individuals.
That's when gunfire rang out. The alleged shooter was initially unknown.
And initially it wasn't known exactly who the shooter or the perpetrator was.
It's in this community of Busy where the shooting happened in Perry County. Specifically, we're on Big Willard Road in the Busy community. Now, the man in the hospital, he's expected to be okay. The other man, well, he's behind bars right now.
He was taken into custody, charged with 1 count of assault first degree.
That man is Leroy Caldwell. The man troopers say Caldwell shot is recovering. Troopers say they're thankful the man is healing in the hospital and the other behind bars.
Absolutely. You know, and anytime you have some type of assault with a deadly weapon, it's just, you know, you never know what the outcome may be.
Because this is one of those situations where things could have been much worse. In Perry County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Caldwell is locked up in the Kentucky River Regional Jail. 23-year-old William Strong Jr. was taken to the Hazard ARH for non-life-threatening injuries. 2 men traveled from Monticello to a home in western McCreary County and gunfire broke out. 1 man was killed and the next day the other was charged with murder. WYMT's Phil Pendleton spent the day trying to get answers as to what may have sparked that violence.
This is a very scenic area in the Daniel Boone National Forest between Stearns and Monticello. The big question now is why did this happen? What happened between 2 men that resulted in gunfire and one of them dead that interrupted the calmness that many people say this area is known for? State police say that it was a fight between Jason K. Dishman and this man, 29-year-old Jason T. Phillips, that brought about the shooting. 36-year-old Dishman died the result of that confrontation, which resulted in a flurry of police activity on the ridge that usually never sees that kind of activity. And then on Sunday afternoon, police say they caught up with Phillips and arrested him on murder charges. He's now in the Leslie County Jail because McCreary County does not have a detention center. Dishman died at the Wayne County Hospital ER, and an autopsy revealed that the cause of death was several gunshot wounds. State police say the investigation is ongoing, and the motive behind the argument, or what happened to spark the violence, is still under investigation. I'm told that neither man lived where the murder happened, but that is where the suspect's uncle lived. In McCreary County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
We are told that Hicks Vaughn Funeral Home in Monticello will be handling funeral arrangements for Jason Dishman. Police in Phoenix, Arizona shut down a large-scale cockfighting ring. At least 27 people were detained. Police say more than 100 animals were on the property, including 60 roosters. At least 1 had to be put down because of its injuries. The Arizona Humane Society says this was one of the largest operations they have seen in a while.
This one looks like an operation that has been ongoing for a while, and like I said, very sophisticated and very intricate.
The owner of the property was arrested. It is unclear if any of the others who were detained were charged.
Well, cloudy skies and a soggy Monday here across eastern Kentucky. Right now, that rain continues to fall for areas to the south and southeast. Notice as you work up to the northeast, a little bit more cloud cover and less rain. That's the story at Stonecrest Golf Course and continues to be the story even at the Mountain Parkway. Notice no rain falling at this time, but a gloomy day from the last image there from Slade, Kentucky. Of course, Pinpoint Doppler now showing a little bit more activity. In fact, the Mountain Parkway here in the next couple of minutes. We'll actually see some more rain as you work through Powell County. That rain falling right now, and some decent little showers working along the I-75 corridor as you work north into Whitley County and even just south of London. Nice little shower coming down on Interstate 75 as you work there just north of North Corbin. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid-50s unless you're up to the north. That's where you're in the 40s in Lexington, Moorhead, and Ashland, and even the 60s showing up down to the southwest. Now, Steve, as we head into the next couple of days, we'll stay cool at first, but we'll get those 70s back into eastern Kentucky. We'll tell you when coming up in a few short minutes.
All right, thank you, Andrew. The president and his team are claiming vindication after special counsel Robert Mueller's report was released Friday. Mueller delivered his report into possible Russian collusion during the 2016 presidential election to Attorney General William Barr on Friday. Yesterday, Barr sent a 4-page summary to Congress. The summary stated several times there was no evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia, but the summary says the report does not exonerate the president when it comes to obstruction of justice. Michael Avenatti, the former lawyer of porn star Stormy Daniels and who has been involved in other high-profile cases, is finding himself on a different side of the law. Avenatti was arrested today in New York by federal officials. The Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office announced extortion charges against him. Prosecutors say he attempted to get $20 million from Nike by threatening to expose damaging information about the company. Federal prosecutors in California are also filing charges against Avenatti for wire and bank fraud. The FBI is breaking the law and plans to do it again this year. Our investigation has found Congress requires every federal law enforcement agency, including the FBI, to submit hate crime statistics. But for years, the FBI has failed to publish its own hate crime numbers. Lee Zurich of our national investigative team, Investigate TV, has more.
Amite, Louisiana, a 22-year-old woman locked in an outdoor cage.
Nobody deserves to be treated this way.
Prosecutors say her family forced the woman to eat her own mother's ashes, perform sex acts, and shot her with a BB gun.
To live in these conditions anywhere in the world is unacceptable.
The reason they tortured her? Because she has a disability. Autism. A federal indictment charged them with a hate crime, but the crime never showed up in the FBI's hate crime statistics.
How concerning is it to you that the FBI is not reporting its own numbers?
Well, they should. They should.
Investigate TV analyzed 10 years of Justice Department news releases on hate crime prosecutions and found at least 65 high-profile cases the FBI investigated, from murders to bombings that never ended up in the federal database the agency itself maintains.
We need to get it right.
Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy from Vermont was more direct.
If they're not, I will land on them like a ton of bricks.
The Justice Department has even acknowledged a broken system when it comes to hate crime reporting, what it calls a gap in statistics.
Together, we can find ways to improve reporting of hate crimes.
It announced an $840,000 grant last year to look at hate crime reporting.
If that study is going to focus on non-reporting agencies, the FBI has to be a part of that.
In 2015, Matthew Gust went to a Grand Forks, North Dakota gas station and filled a 40-ounce beer bottle with gasoline, turning it into a Molotov cocktail. He threw the bottle inside a Somali restaurant. Gust admitted in federal court he meant to intimidate the employees and customers because of their national origin. A federal hate crime absent from 2015 hate crime statistics. The FBI has declined multiple requests for an interview. After 7 months of emails and questions, an FBI spokesperson finally told us this month it It is changing its system and currently testing its data with the goal to start submitting its own hate crime statistics by 2021.
Now, the FBI plans to begin reporting its own cases and would include reporting other crimes that it has not previously, including violent crimes. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says North County Smokehouse is recalling more than 2,000 pounds of ready-to-eat kielbasa sausage products because it may be contaminated with extraneous materials, specifically metal. Now, here are the affected products: the 1 pound and 12-ounce North County Original Old-Fashioned Polish-style kielbasa with a use-by date of March 9, 2019, and the 1 pound Kilchurn Estate smoked kielbasa with a use-by date of March 9, 2019. If you have these products, do not eat them, throw them away, or return them. The sausages were shipped worldwide. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, 12 of those accused in a college admissions scandal appear before a judge. And in our Money Watch report, Apple unveils its new online streaming service.
When you see news happening, dial star 57 or text your news tip to 5757. Service is provided by Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
At Baptist Health, we want you to know the facts. Visit BaptistHealthTalks.com to view a video of Dr. Praveen Vijani on telemedicine in intensive care. Baptist Health Corbin. Be a healthier you.
3 new Nissans, 2 powerful Titans, 1 award-winning lineup. Save big on all of it at Nissan now. No brand received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for cars and trucks than Nissan.